To my unofficial king, last night I dreamt of you, and it was the sweetest thing I've ever dreamt. No, not a wet dream, it was just us, comforting one another under the warm layers of my bed. In this dream, you said, "I love you." And my heart burst out of my chest like a herd of wild horses running across the Midwest plains. I've waited 3 years, 2 girlfriends and 1 side chick, just to hear those 3 words spill over your lips. This was it, the moment when we would finally kiss. I made sure I had on a fresh coat of Blistex. You were my Spartan, rolling your Trojan horse up to the gates of my guarded heart. Let's call it Troy. You waited until the right moment, invaded my heart, ravaging every sacred shrine, making sure to take down any reminders I had from my past love. So the only thing I knew became you, but left the holy parts intact. You were a God-fearing man. Born sinner, so you were never expected to amount to much. No one ever thought that you could conquer anything, but you proved them wrong when you etched your initials deep into the tissue of my heart, raising your flag, claiming me as your own. But the thing about these realistic dreams is, when it's all over, I wake up alone. Reality became something like that annoying alarm clock in the morning. I lived for those dreams. Because in reality, I've been around for 3 years, befriended 2 girlfriends, and hated on 1 side chick. I never got the chance to tell you how I felt. These horses, trapped in my heart, are getting restless, and I'm not sure these walls around my heart can hold them much longer. This heart of mine has become so guarded. Because in retrospect, there was never a knight in shining armor, only brazen bandits, thieves, and pirates. They picked, peeled, stabbed, and burned most of the good parts of me, but you were like the first April shower, replenishing what was once lost, giving way to all those May flowers. I waited for you in that polar vortex, hoping that you would see how much I was willing to go through just to spend a few minutes with you, but instead, I waited for hours, and all you wanted to talk about was your girl problem. So, here I found myself again. This should have been the moment where I told you I love you, don't sweat her, she was just a basic bitch anyway. And then you and I would kiss. But I struggled to get 3 years worth of silence out of my throat. These horses, ramming themselves against the walls of my heart, I just couldn't let go. So I told you to work things out. And over time, I became something like Pluto was to NASA. You know, good enough to be a star, but didn't quite pass the bar to be a planet. I could have been your everything. I've been sitting here on the sidelines knowing that I'm good enough to be in the game, but I was hoping you would initiate things so everything could change. Padlock on my tongue, key thrown into the sea at the end of the pier, Coney Island, where we first hugged. So many of these horses have died. I can feel my heart drying out. Where have your precious raindrops fled to? And why did you give up your beautiful thunderstorms only to leave me out in the sun? I've been burned by her side eyes. My soul has been ripped apart from her sly comments. Tell her that I know she's lurking on my Instagram, but this isn't about her, it's about us. Because if we gotta keep it 100, it was just us. Before you started fucking her, there were 100 restless horses, 1 heart, 1 throat, 1 voice, 3 years, 2 individuals, and you would think all of these numbers would add up to us being together. All this to say, once upon a time, I loved you. I can no longer be your jester, living to entertain you, and I refuse to be your safety net, there to catch you anytime she throws you out of that castle in a fit of rage. I've spent countless lonely nights looking in the mirror, imagining myself wearing that crown, but where is it now? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that 3 years worth of silence has hardened and turned bitter in my throat. Sorry that I couldn't muster up the courage to seize the day. You'll never know what it was like to make love to me, and I'm sorry God made a last-minute decision to throw me into this world with a penis instead of a vagina. I would have loved to give you your first child. All these horses are dead now, and I can't keep dragging them around. It's time to bury them in the ground. Heart made of thorns, I'm leaving this empire in search of more beautiful thunderstorms. Forever yours, Nicky T. Thank you, guys.